Britain's Prime Minister has admitted that the country will not be able to leave the EU with a deal in place by the March 29th deadline. In a statement outside 10 Downing Street, Theresa May pointed a finger firmly at Parliament for the chaos.
2 years on, MPs have been unable to agree on a way to implement the UK's withdrawal. As a result, we will now not leave on time with a deal on the 29th of March. This delay is a matter of great personal regret for me.
So let's take a step back to where this Brexit saga began this week. Now, it follows a letter sent by Theresa May to Donald Tusk requesting and asking for an official Brexit extension. Now, the letter clearly shows that with just 9 days to go to we're supposedly leaving the European Union, that deadline would be nigh on impossible to ratify a deal constructively. So now June the 30th is what the Prime Minister really wants. And now, responding to that request, Donald Tusk has suggested the request would probably get back for the rest of the EU 27 leaders on one condition, that being that Theresa May's twice rejected deal finally gets backing from across the House in Parliament.
I believe that a short extension will be possible, but it will be conditional on a positive vote on the withdrawal agreement in the House of Commons.
So if those conditions are not met, well, Brexit in that case is still just 9 days away. Now, back here in Westminster, though, Theresa May has received an array of backlash for her decision to request a delay.
All she's doing is running down the clock after a second heavy defeat. Today, Mr. Speaker, marks 1,000 days since the referendum. And this government has led the country and themselves into crisis, chaos and division.
So now all eyes are on the EU and Britain in the summit on Thursday and Friday of this week to try and break the deadlock that has defined the last 1,000 days here in Britain. Of course, nobody really anticipated we'd still be in a deadlock, still across the House and the public. Division is really the word that encapsulates the sentiments across the House.
International history professor Alan Scred thinks Theresa May has taken a huge gamble here by effectively threatening Parliament.
I think she believes that if you write at the last minute and it looks as if the only alternative is no deal, then her opponents will collapse. But of course, many of her opponents in the ERG don't want a deal, they want no deal, so they'd be quite happy for the deal to fail. The fact remains that she negotiated a dreadful deal. Most people don't like it. Most people think it's not in the British interest. The public are against it. In fact, everyone's against it except her, because this deal is all in favour of Brussels and does nothing for the United Kingdom. If as I say, if the Speaker allows the deal to come back, if it does come back, I think it'll fail again. Then she'll be refused the shorter extension. And I mean, at that stage, the European Union might just say, well, goodbye, it's no deal.